Hey YouTube, welcome back to another edition of Broken Big Boy Toys. Today we're going to be working on the 1985 4+3 Corvette, and the radiator needs to be changed. It's leaking, and it could use to be changed just anyway, but the reason why I'm changing mine is because it's leaking. I already have the airbox out. You have to take out these twist nuts. Now these are really hard to get out. I actually had to use a needle nose pliers to get them out, just to crank them in by hand or uncrank them. Now up here you got 4 up here 8mm bolts that are this big. They look like this. Then you have 10mm bolts like this coming around here. 2 up front. Then same on the other side. There's one right here. I believe this is the condenser, but I don't actually know what that is. So right now I'm in the middle of taking out the shroud, so I figured I'd do a video on it because there's not that many people who actually do this video. Alright, so here's the first thing, really kind of hidden. Right here is for the power steering pump, and there's a nut there, so that there's a bracket that holds the power steering pump there. You have to take that out. There's some wire needs to be opened right here. There's the first couple of things that we run into. There's also a bolt down here that was hiding. So there's the first couple of things that are hidden when you go to do this. Alright, so right now we're draining the coolant out of it, and I'm about to loosen up the power steering lines. So for a stick Corvette, it has power steering lines going into the radiator, and then it has also the 2 coolant lines.
Hoses?
Yeah, hoses.
Okay, so we pulled the radiator. We ran into a little problem with that bottom hard line. It was frozen, so basically it twisted and broke the line. So now it's just one more headache we got to deal with. But as you can see here, tons of dirt and stuff underneath the radiator. Not really something you can normally clean, so we have to clean that and get it ready for the new radiator. Okay, because we broke that trans cooler line, we're gonna just basically cut it back, and we're gonna use a rubber hose to connect this to the radiator with a barb. About the only thing we can do. There's no way you're gonna get that line. I even tried to get it used, couldn't get it. So fun. Okay, so we made that piece. We just, like I said, cut it back, put the rubber hose on it, tightened it into there. Upper one was fine, put all the hoses on, put back all the shroud. Now when you put the shroud in, obviously it has to come underneath the condenser and stuff, so it's just easier just to loosen the condenser up so you can slide it in. Again, on the other side you have the power steering pump. It sits on top, so you loosen that as well. Other than that, it's just straight couple bolts after that, putting it together. And these rubber pieces that go on top of the radiator, you just pull the rubber pieces. There's tabs there. I think when he pulled it off, someone didn't have that fully pulled down. We ran it up to full temp. The fan came on, so we were fine with that. And while we were there, we just changed the belt because it was a little chewed up. So that took all of 5 minutes. No big deal. Put a 3/4, or no, actually I think it's an inch, or 3/4. I don't know what it is. We're ratchet in there right here, and you push it forward, and it loosens the belt. That's all it is. And on the side, you can see where the accessory routing is. We didn't need it. We just kind of pulled it off at the same time we put it on, so that was no big deal. Basically, fan went back in. You just have to make sure when you do this it seats in the shroud. Other than that, I mean, it's pretty straightforward. Really not a big deal. Like I said, ran up to temp, the fan came on, all that kind of stuff, so we're good with that. The belt was definitely chewed up, as you can see here. It's completely dry rotted. That was going to break, so 25 bucks while we were here, we did it. no big deal. So another job done on the 85 Corvette. So as usual, like and subscribe. Thanks for watching. Give us a big thumbs up, and don't forget to hit that subscribe button.